Hey, you know what it is? This is Joker News here speaking. I appreciate all the love and the support everybody is given. Everybody coming and check out the channel. Check out those past videos where I was talking about Suge Knight before this all went down. I'm going to keep you guys updated with these juicy news. But we just came out with Keefe D confessing to being hired by Diddy to kill Tupac for $1 million. Yes, this is crazy. November 1st, Dwayne Keith Davis, aka Keefe D, an American member of the California-based gang known as the Southside Compton Crips, who is charged with first-degree murder in the 1996 murder of American rapper Tupac Amaru, now Shakur, has made some shocking revelations about the late rapper's death. Now, Keefe D, while in court in Las Vegas, claimed that the music entrepreneur Sean Combs, aka Diddy, allegedly orchestrated the assassination and that Diddy had asked him to carry out the act against Tupac and Suge Knight, offering a substantial sum of $1 million for the task. Now, Diddy's representatives refrained from commenting on the allegations. In the past, Diddy dismissed any involvement in Tupac's death, labeling such claims as nonsense. Now, James McDonald, formerly known as Mob James, a figure from that era, has affirmed hearing rumors about Diddy and others at death row, now allegedly putting a bounty on Suge and Tupac's heads. Now, James, once a security enforcer for Death Row Records, revealed that during the intense East Coast-West Coast rivalry between Bad Boy Records and Death Row Records, everyone had a price on their head. He said Diddy was scared of Suge. New York wasn't going to come down there and to try to find Suge. That wouldn't have never happened. So when it happened with Tupac, our side had to go, feel like, okay, we can't just let that one go. They was going back and forth, tit for tat, so I believe that it got too big for Pac and Biggie, because not one of them seen it coming. Not one of them thought it was going to come that way. And like I said before, Puffy was so scared of Suge, he had to put something somewhere to get Suge out of the way. Now James, now reformed and actively assisting younger individuals to exit gang life, shared that many guys had bounties on their heads, considering their background and the circumstances. They had to elevate their actions and adopt a similar approach at that point. Now, taking a life held no significance. Beating someone didn't matter. That stuff didn't matter. Nothing did. They simply did what they were supposed to do. Keefe D informed detectives that Diddy contacted a gangster associate named Eric Von Zip, and he shortly after Tupac's shooting to inquire about their involvement. Now, Keefe D's statements, however, to the Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, can't lead to prosecution due to a legal agreement in place. Now, according to a recording, Keefe D allegedly said that when Diddy learned their entourage was behind Tupac's shooting, he was happy. Now, in a separate LAPD audio clip, Keefe D asserts that Diddy paid the hit fee to Zip, who allegedly kept the money for himself. In his book, Compton Street Legend, Keefe claims that Diddy, then known as Puff or Puff Daddy, ordered the hit during a day out in New York over pastrami sandwiches and pink champagne. Now, Keefe said Diddy told him, "I need to speak to you, big dog," and the pair went to the side to talk. He wrote in the book, "I'm able to smell and see fear. Puffy was full of fear." And so Keefe then allegedly said that Diddy said, "I have a big couple of problems I need to be handled. Big CEO, Suge Knight, and Pac." The gangster says he replied, "That's not a problem. We can make that happen." Now, in the book, Keefe explains Diddy had issues with Tupac after he released the diss track Hit 'Em Up, saying that the song made Puffy mad. Now, Tupac Shakur died on September 13th, 1996, 6 days after a gunman in a white Cadillac shot him 4 times in the chest at a stoplight in Las Vegas. Now, Keefe was apprehended during an early Friday walk near his outskirts of Las Vegas residence, just hours before prosecutors revealed a Nevada grand jury's indictment. Now, the self-described gangster faces 1 count of murder with a deadly weapon, and the grand jury also endorsed a sentencing enhancement for gang activity, potentially adding up to 20 extra years to the sentence upon conviction. And right there, that is like some big news right there. He just pretty much confessed. And so it's only a matter of time before, things escalate and it's gonna get interesting, people. But also, Warren G has addressed Suge Knight's disparaging remarks about his relationship with Tupac. With the G-Funk pioneer standing by everything he's said in the past. On the debut episode of The Collect Call with Suge Knight, which aired last week, the former Death Row Records head honcho brought up a Drink Champs interview from late August in which Warren G said he was going to try to bail Tupac out of jail in 1995 but got beat to the punch. And so Warren G best stop lying because, he didn't mess with Tupac, and Tupac didn't mess with him back in the day, is what Suge Knight said in response to the above claim. And on top of that, you couldn't take care of yourself. How are you going to get Pac out of prison? Everybody all of a sudden saying they want to get Pac out of prison. And, it's simple. He beat me to the punch. He wrote in a since deleted comment, I don't have nothing against official Suge Knight, but don't try to say how I was living. I made him a lot of money, period. Snoop, Daz, Kurupt, RBX, Nate Dogg, they came through for me. In a follow-up reply that has also been removed, he added, haha, Suge is a funny guy. I wasn't on death row. I was on Def Jam with the biggest hip-hop single and a lot of money. I didn't get a monthly salary. I was buying 600 Benzes and houses taking care of family. So you ask, who could take care of what? And so he topped the above comments off with, print that, you got that straight from the regulator to the end. Now, on this Instagram story, the 52-year-old wrote, I don't want to hear about nobody's business. I don't want to hear about no negativity. All I want is to hear about is positivity and moving forward in life. No more of that nonsense. I'm tired of it. Now, additionally, Warren G also took a moment to point out that he worked closely with Pac on several songs, shutting down Knight's claim and asserting that the two did, in fact, admire one another. Now, one of the songs, Definition of a Thug, produced by Warren G. How Long Will They Mourn Me? Produced by Warren G. Lie to Kick It, produced by Warren G. You Gotta Get Your, produced by me, Tupac, and Breed. And I'm trying to see where Pac didn't mess with me at. He wrote in the comments. And so this is all just some big news right here even too. And in the caption he added, this ain't no, contest. Like he said, I've been knowing him almost all my life. I don't hate you. I hate some of the things that happened, but we don't need to hear all that. I forgive, but don't forget. Remember that. Carry on. Now, elsewhere in the episode of his new podcast, Suge Knight also put Master P on blast for allegedly lying about how he pulled up on death row, boss in prison to negotiate signing, and Snoop Dogg to No Limit Records. Well, this is all some recent juicy news. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Hit that like and subscribe. Let me know where you guys are all from in the comments.